G'day friends. So I heard overnight that Elon Musk is building a big Tesla battery to run Bitcoin on, because where the majority of Bitcoin is mined in China, unfortunately there was a bit of a power outage yesterday, and people lost $300 billion mainly in Bitcoin because they couldn't process the transactions, and everyone started running out of Bitcoin, and it did cause a lot of the other coins to drop too, because there's a lot of fear that the market's going to crash, because it's been at the end, we're kind of getting to the end of a fairly hot market here, and everyone's got their gains and everyone's scared they're going to miss out on their gains, so they ran away when Bitcoin crashed, because there wasn't enough power, right, to run the network, even though it was only a small province in China that had power problems. So the entire worldwide Bitcoin system collapsed. Wow. And people think it's decentralized. Okay, you see, it's not decentralized in geography and with regard to electricity, which it just needs a hell of a lot of. So Elon Musk is seeing that he was such a big promoter of Bitcoin, it's such a great thing, and he's spent his stockholders' money on $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin, and telling everyone I want to buy Bitcoin, because people lost $300 billion now. He's feeling a little bit responsible for that, like some sort of a mega troll. So what he's going to do, he's going to build the biggest Tesla battery in the world to run Bitcoin on. He's going to build it in Israel. Okay, so there's not much chance of a terror attack, and that's where all the cyber tech is now. Okay, it's all in Israel now. So he's going to build it in Israel, because he's Jewish, so he can live there too. And so he's going to build it now, and the whole Bitcoin is going to run on Tesla. How about that? And he's going to actually convert the entire state of Israel and Palestine to solar panels. That's actually the hidden reason they want to take over Palestine and kick everybody out of Palestine, out of the West Bank and everything, because they need that land for windmills and solar panels to charge the biggest Tesla battery in the world, to run Bitcoin on, because Elon loves Bitcoin so much. Okay, so of course I'm joking, right? But it is a joke. Bitcoin is a joke. You can do anything Bitcoin can do on hard copy paper. You can get consensus in the real world, right? With pieces of paper. Okay, but to get an electronic consensus algorithm to actually work is a different story. Okay, let this be a lesson to Bitcoin maximalists who have their blinkers on and close their eyes to other forms of technology like Hashgraph to achieve consensus without all these problems of this electricity. It's just becoming a bit of a joke now. Okay, and then you've got other jokesters like these Fantom people in South Korea. They think they can just copy Hashgraph. Okay, even though Hashgraph is patented. Gossip about gossip. All right, we can go into what that means in other videos, but that's the basic foundation of the technology. They think that they can just copy it without doing all the other things that are necessary to to maintain a solid network, and they just think it's going to be magic, and that they won't be taken to court, that the system that they're using, they want to do gossip about gossip with a directed acyclic graph, and they want to do that open source. But what about forking? So what, you're going to have all these little hash graphs running around? I don't think so. Don't forget, like I said in the last video, it's all about mass adoption, and mass adoption requires enterprise grade industrial adoption. That's where the bulk of it comes from. Okay, like the wholesale market for the technology, and if these companies can't see any type of stability because of open source networks that can fork, they're not going to build their systems on a network that can fork. And this Fantom, you know, copycat imposter to Hashgraph, they don't seem to realize this. They just want to get in and you know, steal the idea to make a lot of money probably quickly, and then they'll just shrug their shoulders when the whole system falls apart and run away with everybody's money. Okay, and maybe Fantom is a good name for that system, because it is a Fantom as far as I'm concerned. So anyway, just a quick update on what happened overnight there. There was a power outage, okay, in China. Okay, it caused Bitcoin to crash. People lost a lot of money in all of the coins. Even Hedera went down because people were fearing just a major crash across the board for some reason. You know, that wasn't caused by a technical problem like lack of electricity. These are problems that you don't get with Hashgraph, because it hardly uses any electricity. The electricity in the battery of your cell phone is enough to run a node, you see. Now you get a few of these Bitcoin nodes in China that are all there because the electricity is so cheap. The minute the lights go out, the whole system worldwide crashes. I mean, how are you supposed to call that a worldwide currency? Okay, where's the stability of the currency? The volatility alone from any problems like that should render Bitcoin a toy at best in the minds of Bitcoin holders. It's just not a viable technology, and you know, regulators probably should be looking at this too, because you know, it's too fragile. Okay, you saw what happened. I mean, what if there's a so-called terrorist attack and someone shuts down a power plant? That's all they need to do to shut down the whole Bitcoin network. You see, so time for people to really get out of their infantile crypto slumber and realize that Bitcoin isn't the be-all and end-all. Okay, they should be opening their minds to other technologies and realize what real decentralization means. And for that of course, you really can't go further than Hedera Hashgraph. Across the board, it ticks all the boxes, and anything that any other network can do, Hedera Hashgraph can do better. So it's just a matter of time before it is uptaken on an industrial level, and we're going to see the real value, which is utility, come to the fore, and then it's time that we can have some real change without playing around with all these greedy traders and you know, ignorant crypto creator, video producers that you know, that they get paid by these other coins to shill, and they try and ignore Hedera Hashgraph, but it won't be long before they get exposed, and the power of Hedera Hashgraph will be known to the whole world. So anyway, just a bit of an update, but until next time, peace.